Welcome to what episode are we on? Is this episode 5 now?
I think this is five. Yeah, this is the fiver, bud.
Episode 5 of the Trainer
Talk
Gallery
to me,
pod.
baby. We're cooking the podski up.
Me and Elliot are
Pop
running things today. We had to we
Yeah,
actually
this
had
might be
to
a shit show, people.
we had to fire Misty. Misty will no longer be a part of the podcast anymore. No, I'm just kidding. She's actually just making a sandwich for us right now. Uh, can I not say that? Just a
I
joke.
don't know. I don't know. I mean, it's pretty funny.
Dude,
but-
we got 2 minutes in. Shit. Just
Oh,
kidding.
God.
Just kidding. Misty is actually out getting her passport and stuff, so she wasn't able to make the pod today. But me and Elliot are going to be talking about Pokemon this, Pokemon that. Elliot, how you doing today?
Yeah, no, it's exciting though because she's going to see John. I don't know if we're allowed to say where, but super excited for her and John just to reunite. I mean, I know how that shit is. It sucks to be away from uh, your person, but I'm excited. John's coming. He's gonna be back in T minus 7 weeks, I believe.
And
So by then we'll have everybody cooking. We'll be getting some better collabs. We wanted to wait for a lot of them until Johnskis gets back, but I don't know. I'm just excited for what's to come.
dude, can I tell them some of the guests we're thinking about right now?
I have a little list on my phone, but yeah,
So we're definitely getting that guy at some point with tag, right? Jesse?
yeah, Jesse.
Well,
Yeah, that'd be cool to talk to him.
we'll definitely have him on at some point. Give you guys some more information about tag. He probably has like a lot more insider knowledge about the whole grading process and stuff. Opossum
Ooh, I
is locked in for a future episode. That's very exciting. Who else you got over there? Trump.
These are just ideas. I feel like we could pretty much lock most of them in. I mean, there's DPM, Rev, Ryan, Volt. There's Jesse. Actually, someone commented Pokefang. I'm not really entirely too familiar with him, but I mean, it'd just be cool to talk to more new people. Just Metri, other people we know in the hobby would be sweet.
Starman would be cool.
Yeah, Starman.
Pokey
Hell yeah.
Gangsta.
Shout out Starman. Pokey Gangsta, Shoalpoke. Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
There's a lot of people we can get
I
on
would
here.
want. It'd be cool to talk to like get more of that vendor end of things.
Yes. Yeah, people are really interested in seeing like all the vendor stuff right now.
I mean, it keeps you entertained. Oh my God, dude! I just saw a video. It was the Bulbasaur, and they did an $8,000 coin flip. 8,500. It was
Holy.
for, I think it was a BGS 10, or maybe even a black label of this Charizard GX from Hidden Fates, and it's either you call it and it's $0 and you get it, or it's 8,500.
No shot.
So like you get it for free, or you have to pay 8,500 for it, which is like twice the value.
Jesus.
But a guy called Tails, and it was heads, so he had to pay 8,500. I don't know if he actually went through because the
Yo.
video kind of cut off.
Boba on the come up with the money.
Dude, that's savage. though.
That's
Like, can you
insane.
imagine? Be like, yeah, I'll just give you this for free.
I would probably
That's
take that
fucked.
bet, to be honest. Pay double or get it for free.
I know you would,
I love a good coin
but
flip.
he'd have to sell the bike afterwards.
Dude, the collection is going. The collection is gone at this point.
I know that's sad,
It is, bro.
dude.
I've sold over 50 slabs now from the personal collection.
Oh yeah,
And these slabs are, bro, the slabs are including like Rayquaza VMAX from Evo Skies, Lugia from Silver Tempest, just like big, the Neozard, Shining Charizard from Hidden Fates. Like these are big boy slabs.
dude. I know we talked about it a little bit. I did a video series, so I'm gonna have 3 videos coming out, and it's kind of like my slabs by eras. And so I just show off my slab collection pretty much over 100 PSA 10s, some shit like that. It's crazy. But I mean, so many of these I was picking up for so cheap. Like, like I was looking at these cards. I was buying some of these for like $50 as 10s, over $300. And it's like Steam Siege cards too. Like I have, yeah, don't fucking sleep on Steam Siege because like that shit's still like expensive as hell if you can get the good grade. But dude, I added up I didn't edit it yet. I just went through to look at all the cards so I could price it all out, so I could figure out like a price basis for like the title and everything. And that shit is so much more than I thought it was, and those are just my slabs alone.
Tell me how much.
And it wasn't all of my slabs either.
Tell me the price.
Crazy.
I love to pocket watch.
I know you do. You can guess.
I think
Oh, they
I
go
think
a
you
little
told me the number. I'm pretty sure I remember it.
I think I did. It's weird saying it to an
16.5.
audience.
16,005. It was more?
Yeah.
Holy Jesus. No, I don't know this number then.
Oh, you don't? Maybe I didn't send the number then.
I'm pretty sure you said like all your slabs from this year forward
Oh.
was 16.5.
16.5 was my slabs, I think, up until 2016. So
Jesus.
from 2016 to present.
I don't know. What,
And then,
am I guessing the total number here?
yeah.
Oh, all your slabs, the level X's and everything. I don't know. I'd guess like at least before I'd probably say 30, but now with the boom and everything going up, I'd probably say like maybe 36.
I heard.
Higher? Dude, come on, sell it and buy me something.
So fucked. No, like, dude, I'm fine with selling shit, what's it called? The modern, because it's like so accessible and easy to get.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, I don't really have a connection to it, but like all that older shit, I have like a deep connection with it, especially the like level X's and even some of the cards that I pulled that I got 10s from like freaking 15 years ago. So like, I mean, I pulled the Radiant Collection Reshiram with like the flowers in the back.
Such a
I
good
rated
card.
it. That bitch hit a 10. When I hit the 10 on that, it was $450. So I was like, maybe it's got up like $150. Dude, that thing's $1,000 now.
Dude, that's insane, bro. So you're telling me you're sitting on
Absolutely absurd.
you're sitting on over $36,000 worth of slabs over there, and you stole a shiny Charmander from a 7-year-old.
I didn't steal it from a fucking 7-year-old, buddy. Everyone kept commenting that he's like stealing from kids. There's an adult that I stole it from.
Please comment about it again, because we've been talking to Elliot behind the
this is
scenes,
ridiculous.
and me and Misty
But
have been
you want to
like,
see it, motherfucker?
me and Missy have been telling him like, bro, look at the comments. You should probably really give this kid the Charmander back because it was his chase card and stuff. And Elliot behind the
Hey, kid.
scenes has been like,
Hey, kid, go fuck yourself. Yeah, you're not getting that shit back. It's mine. That's my trophy of destroying the Poke pair. Look at that.
dude, we are gonna get.
Don't fuck with me. Don't fuck with me. Children.
Dude, Misty's gonna come back and see this episode and be like, what have y'all done?
Yeah. Burning it to the ground.
Speaking of burning it to the
Speaking
ground.
of burning-
Yes!
Oh my
Look at that transition!
Talk to him. The boys are locked in.
The boys are locked on the pod.
Oh my god, that was devious. Fire me up, motherfucker.
Dude, speaking of fire,
Oh my god, that's nuts.
what did you think of the
Nuts.
what did you think of the guys who burnt $1,700 worth of prismatic?
Dude, I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence because I feel like it was like a big fuck you, like everybody, because there's like these ETBs. These prismatic ETBs. They were priced at $200 a piece, which is fucking absurd. And the fact that they bought them, I think that's the part that's bad. Is that they bought them, so now like it's kind of feeding into that price and the scalpers.
Yeah.
The whole burning part, I feel like, was the more of a fuck you to everybody, including the scalpers, because it's like, all right, we're just gonna take this off the market and fucking throw it. And I know a lot of people like care about the card management, like just being nice to cards and not destroying them. But I mean, I don't really care. If it's a good card, don't destroy it. But like, it's like shitter. You go ahead.
I mean, I agree somewhat. My biggest problem is that they've been doing this ongoing now. So it's like before there was even this boom or like scalpers or anything. So like if y'all don't know what happened, these guys went into their local game store, bought prismatic ETBs at $200 a pop took them all back home, sealed, and burnt them. Like literally just poured gas on them and lit them on fire.
Mhm.
But like, so I did my video on that, and I saw a lot of comments saying, "Oh, these guys probably like resealed them. It's just for a video." No, it's definitely not, because they did this before with a 151 UPC about a year ago, and I'm pretty sure they just like shot a bunch of bullets through it, but then they open it up.
Oh, I remember that.
They open it up and there's like bullet holes through the promos and the packs and stuff. So like, I think they absolutely destroyed this. And bro, it's just like, my biggest complaint with them is they only do it for like promotion, like to just go viral or whatever, because they were even hitting me up about the video, talking about like, let's go, you covered it, while I'm shitting on them. Like, they don't care about the bad rap.
Right. Yeah. Well, any publicity is good publicity.
I think to a degree, because it's like, you know, like a good counter argument to that is like, look at Diddy right now. Like, that's not good publicity.
Probably good for the coconut oil companies. You're probably rolling in it right now. But oh fuck, I had a train of thought that derailed because of the Diddy comment. But looking at it as like an outsider of Pokemon, I feel like that'd be an interesting perspective, because you don't have that connection and like the passion for the hobby. So you could be like, oh, they're just like fucking burning Pokemon cards. No one fucking cares. But then the people who are actually rooted in the community, they're like, we can't even get this, and you're buying it for the inflated prices, which isn't helping anybody, and then you're just destroying it.
Yeah.
Like, maybe buy it for the inflated prices and then open it and give it away if you're gonna just destroy it.
That'd be really cool. And like, yeah, I was even saying in my video, like, why didn't they? I get the whole thing of going viral and getting all that, you know, all the eyes on you and stuff, but like, I just think if they're really at the end of the day trying to sell packs and grow as a business, they could have used all those packs for just like, hey, buy this amount of money spend $50 with us and we'll throw in one free pack of Prismatic. Like, bro, they would have made so much more money doing that.
You know if they have products that they actually sell?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they do like a TikTok shop, and I think that's what all this is about, is just trying to get people over there.
I see.
But it's just,
they have like, their name is like the Pokemon TikTokers or whatever.
Yeah, freaking, oh, I'll hold my tongue. But
I know what you're thinking.
What should we call it? Like, I got a few comments on that last video I did about it, of people being like, it's their money, they can do what they want with it. Okay, I know this is an extreme like metaphor or whatever, but like, if it's just my money and I take a video of myself walking out back with $1,700 worth of cash and just light it on fire,
burning,
nobody's gonna be okay with that.
Yeah.
So why is it okay that it's Pokemon? Like, I don't. It's weird.
Right. Yeah. No, that's a good point. Because then everybody would be like, you're fucking crazy if you're just burning a pile of cash.
Yeah.
But when it's in the form of Pokemon, then other people outside of the hobby are like, oh, that's pretty funny.
Yeah. And like, in my angry rant video the other day, I feel like this ties back in. It was funny because,
how angry were you?
Dude, I was an angry boy.
So angry.
But in that video, it's funny because I dropped that in the morning, and I was talking about how like we've reached a time where people just want to argue, and like people will defend the most nefarious shit, the most nefarious acts, and then later that day, I dropped that video.
He was right.
And you've got people going to war for these people.
Yeah, no, that's actually crazy.
Like, I thought it would be like 90% of people are mad at them for doing this. It was probably like 60-40. Which was
really were there people in your comments that were going after you?
Not so much. I mean, yeah, a little bit, I guess. Like, not so much going after me, but just like really defending them strong.
I see. What are they saying? What was their defense?
I would have to pull up the comments, but I know some are like this wasn't really a defense one. This was more of just going at me, and somebody was like, "You're doing exactly what they want by making a video about it." Like. Yes, I get that. I even brought that up in the video of like, I know this is what they want, but also like, I feel like by me putting that video out, it does, I know it promotes them in that any publicity is good publicity type of deal, but also at the same time, it does like inform people that, hey, this is a bad act, and like, let's put a bad reputation on them, at least to some degree.
Yeah, I think the more core audience is gonna understand that, and they're gonna know not to like actually buy shit from them.
Yeah,
And then, yeah, it's.
dude.
I think I've seen their videos before where they just like buy out entire stores, but it's like that's at
Yeah,
the same time. I mean, that's kind of shitty too.
dude. They buy it out and then just
You gotta
destroy
use
the
them for
shit
the.
every time.
It's,
It's so
it's
weird.
so fucked.
Dude, real quick before we move on, bro, did you read the comments on the last podcast episode?
I responded to a lot of them. I don't.
I read a ton of them, and I just wanted to say like big thank you to y'all who are commenting, bro. Somebody
Oh my
left
god,
a
yeah,
comment that was like a whole book, and like I love
yeah.
that shit.
People leave like very insightful comments too about topics that we're talking about that, and I love that because
Yes.
we were I don't know if that was last week, but we were talking about the legality of um, so like pretty much we're saying that if you give somebody a gift with a giveaway that the guy crushed, at what point does that legally change hands?
Yeah.
And somebody just typed away about that. It was cool to see, super helpful. And I know someone did that for the last one, but just all the support has been amazing. It's been really cool.
Yeah, for real, we freaking love you guys. Like, I love just sitting there, and it's like we have this brand new channel, and I know some of y'all are coming from, Elliot's channel, my channel, PokePair's channel, but we're putting in a lot of work to this, and just to see the response and like all the, y'all put in work back into support, it's just really appreciated. Sorry, got a little off
Yeah, it's
topic
cool
there.
to see like people do, like bookmark timestamps and then comment
Yes,
about the
bro.
timestamp. That's really
Yes,
cool
bro.
too. Love that.
Now, speaking of shitty comments,
Shout out B-Rad.
huh? Oh
I
yeah,
said shout out
yeah,
B-Rad.
he's a goat. Shitty comments.
Any comments? Oh, I feel like I want to respond to them. Like I want to switch accounts like to my main channel to respond to them, so it's not like the podcast looking bad.
Well, bro, did you see in the angry rant video, like, so in the chat the other day, Misty was actually the one who said she wanted to talk about this, and sadly she's not here for this episode, obviously. But like, what did the one guy who like quoted me? Did you see this? Did you see that video? It was in
I
the
think
angry rant video, and
Okay.
I reread his comment.
I think I remember that. I don't remember exactly what he said or what you said.
Bro, this guy had commented, it was like, so it was originally his comment was on me selling my collection, and he comments like, he puts in quotes my girlfriend saying like, you have to sell your collection, blah blah blah, and then he quotes
Oh, that's
me
right.
saying like, I'll do anything for you, baby, and then he's like, she's gonna cheat on him, she's gonna leave him, like, bro, the
Oh my
comment
God.
sections have been
Dude,
fucked lately.
like why?
It's just, I
I
don't
don't get
know,
it.
bro. It's brutal. Like these
Oh,
people just literally sit there in a room and just type away on a keyboard and give no fuck about another human.
on my channel, I just like let them have it. I mean, I don't get many hate comments because I'm smaller, but like on one of my shorts, someone goes, "Tell me you're gonna die a virgin without telling me you're gonna die a virgin." And I
Jesus.
just commented back, "I banged your mom."
Dude, I have left a few your mother comments before.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's crazy. Even like
Yeah.
people telling me where I can and can't put a TV in the house and stuff. It's been so
Oh my
weird
yeah.
lately to think that these
That
people
is
like
weird.
genuinely think that. It took a long time to learn, I feel like, because there was a period where comments really got to me.
Mhm.
I feel like the whole God Pack thing helped me a lot because there was comments that were just like complete shit show comments that completely get ignored. But some people will leave good criticism comments that I'll actually take to
Yeah.
heart still.
Yeah, like, dude, one of my first videos to go off, um, is almost kind of a rage bait because it showed me like about to pull a really good card and then the screen went black and I was like, sorry for edging you.
I remember this
Um,
video.
And people were going ballistic about it, and I was just firing right back at them. And then people were commenting to me and saying, "Oh, you can't take valid criticism." I'm like, I can take criticism. You guys are just being assholes.
Yeah, yeah.
So I mean,
100% a
both ways.
difference. The one I know that pissed Misty off a lot was somebody was basically like saying in the comments that I have to tell them what I'm going to do with the money that I make from selling the slabs.
You don't have to say shit.
Yeah, and honestly, I shouldn't have even put out that video explaining it. It was just there were so many comments of like people brain dead.
Yeah.
Brain dead. It was weird.
Yeah. It's so dumb.
I know I
And it,
don't
I
have
mean,
to
it is difficult too when you have a bigger platform, but like you gotta like support your life. I know you're looking to move and stuff. You gotta like. There's no nefarious intent behind what you're doing.
Yeah, and
You're
people
trying to move stuff to better your life because you have to.
and bro, it's a Pokemon channel. Like people see like 5% of my actual life on this channel.
Yeah.
And they think they know everything. That's the part that really gets me. And like I know I don't have to make that video explaining, but I wanted to. Like I wanted to be like,
Yeah.
you
No, that's
guys
fair.
don't know. But yeah, I liked how just know Misty was
seen-
heated. If she was here, she would
Yeah.
be on a rant right now.
That's your comment. You're fucked. I've seen some like passive aggressive comments on the podcast, but I mean it hasn't really been too bad.
Yeah, we've gotten a lot of good support over here on this channel.
Yeah, it's been
And
sweet. Really cool.
I think it's because people get to see more of us and like that's the thing, like one podcast episode is like 6 videos on my channel.
Yeah, exactly. And you're getting that weekly, and I'm posting like one video weekly that's like
Yeah.
6 to 15 minutes long.
I think it's easier for people to like relate and open up when we're just sitting here talking for so long and it's more of like just a raw edit without cuts and shit.
Yeah, dude, I love doing it. It's fun.
What about I know Opossum dropped a video on this recently. Illustration rares taking over SIRs.
What do I think about that?
Like, do you think there's any validation to that? What do you think about the future? Do you think the IRs will really take over SIRs? Like, and why are illustration rares right now popping so much? And SIRs aren't really. Like, they are, but not like IRs.
So, I think it's pretty valid. I think it's naturally going to take longer than what's happening right now. I don't think the price increases right now for them are natural. Excuse me. I don't know. I feel like you get a lot more IRs, and I feel like most of the time the artworks are better. They're just not textured. I've always loved them. I've wanted to pick them up. I've picked up a bunch. Yeah, I mean, there are SIRs that blow them out of the water in terms of artwork, but you just get, I think you get more of a variety. I could see them being more in the long term, especially the graded cards, because the print quality is really bad. And so, like with the SIRs, I think they're textured, and they're gonna have like this similar print quality to the IRs, but I don't think they'll experience like some of the print lines on some of the IRs are really bad as opposed to the SIRs. So I think counting the gradability, especially right now, like even with smaller sample sizes, there is a much lower gem rate as like a PSA 10 than other cards. So these populations being super low is what is keeping the prices a little bit higher. And it makes it easier for people to manipulate it too. Because if you see like a $5 card, like the Wooper, for example, and you're like, why is this $500 at PSA 10? Well, it's because they're hard to grade and there's not many of them. But then there's the people who want to manipulate it, and they're like, okay, this doesn't make sense that this card is $5, so we're going to buy it all up, and we're going to wait until people start selling higher. We're going to start leaking them out at higher prices. I think there's a lot that goes into it.
Opossum brought up a very good point as well, and man, not to slurp Opossum or anything, but dude, I think it's because he's been in Pokemon for so long and he sees the same patterns happening, but he has been calling this shit left and right. Like one thing, he brought up a very good point about the illustration rares and what they're doing and what he thinks about the future of them is like, think about when alt arts came out. The biggest thing before that was the rainbow cards. And then alt arts come in and everybody starts moving to the alt arts. So now like SIRs are, still alt arts, and it's like IRs come in, and now it's like everybody's moving to the IRs now.
Everyone just wants the next best thing or the newest thing.
Yeah, it does seem like
The
it's just the
like
newest
just
thing.
moves and ads almost.
But it's insane. Like you, it's just so weird that like an SIR. Let's take a Great Tusk SIR from what was that Scarlet Violet base, I believe.
I think so. That's a great card, by the
It
way.
is. It's a beauty, and I think that thing is like $3 to $4 raw. And then you take
Yeah,
a card like Metagross from Paradox raw. That's got to be going for what 30 to 40 now, probably.
probably.
I actually looked at the PSA 10 on that the other day because I put it in my grading pile, and I really want to say PSA 10 was like 350, maybe more.
That's actually that's so fucked that the illustration rares are that much because they're not. I don't think they're made. They're not supposed to be that expensive. But I mean,
I put both
the
of
lick.
these, bro. Licky Tongue right now raw. Licky Tongue. Like 3 months ago, this card was probably a $2 card. Right now, raw, it was I want to say like $15, and if you PSA 10 on it, it's like 120
That's just like free money.
for a Licky Tongue, brother.
Oh,
Like what is and some of the SIRs are just not like that. That's the difference. Is like I feel like the bottom of the barrel SIRs are really, really, really cheap, and some of the bottom of the
hmm
barrel IRs are more expensive.
dude. I was looking at Paradox. I think Paradox is a great fucking set. I think the illustration rares are really good. I think it has some really good SIRs. I didn't look into it that deep before, but oh my dude, I was buying singles from that. Like I bought the Wimpod. I think that one's really cool.
Yeah.
And the Golisopod, I think that's really cool. And just some of the other IRs, they're still cheap. So people, well, you can
Yeah.
get on that. Dude, I bought the Blood Moon Ursaluna from Twilight Maskey. I'm a big fan of that SIR. I want to grade that one and throw it in the pile, in the
I
PC.
I know most people like that card, but I'm probably gonna get flamed. I did not like that card.
Not a fan.
A lot of people loved
I
it
haven't.
though.
I think it's done really well, but I mean,
I
it's all
like the
preference.
Magsby from Paradox, the illustration rare.
Magby, yeah,
Or
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
Magby.
That's cute.
What did I just say? Magsby.
Mags, Magsby.
Um,
Sounds like the name of like a robot dog.
what set? Yeah, it does. What set from Scarlet Violet do you think has the best illustration rares overall?
That's so hard to say.
That one
Because
is
like I
tough.
don't know what set, like which ones belong to all the sets, and like I said, like I just like I know Paradox has good artworks, but I just looked through the set list and I was like, holy shit, it's got a lot more stuff than I imagined. Like the Altaria EXSIR,
That's
I
a
didn't know
beauty.
that was a card. Like I don't know how I completely missed that card, but I didn't know it was a card until like 2 weeks ago.
It's a beauty. I like
Yeah.
honestly, so I'm not a huge fan of Paradox as an overall set, but honestly it might have the strongest IRs in all of Scarlet Violet.
That's a valid take. So when I looked at it, they were all pretty solid.
Temporal is another solid one for IRs.
I fucking love
Which
Temporal.
set is Yveltal? Was that Temporal?
That's Paradox, I think.
Okay. Yeah, it's a beauty. Beauty card.
Yep, yep. Oh, I have my
Prismatic might be the best.
attic.
Prismatic had
It doesn't
like
even have
one
a
IR or so. Did it not have any?
yeah. Oh, I had the promo, like the Eevee. You bastard, you almost got me.
I wanted you to just agree with it so bad.
Yeah, fuck you.
Oh, dude, Pokemon
Oh my
Day.
Pokemon Day. Megas. Mega what?
Maga, what?
Dude, I'm excited, but they better not fuck up the megas. They
Yeah.
better excuse me. Got a little creatine in the belly right now, making me burp a little bit here and there. Also paired with some Pepsi. Also paired with the protein shake. My gut health is not going to be good after this one. But I lost my track. Wait, hold up. Where were
Megas.
we?
Megas.
Pokemon Day. Oh yes, megas, megas. Um, yeah, they better not fuck it up because they have so many Pokemon that they can give Mega Evolutions. I will be so disappointed if they just pick from the same lot again and just re-throw those cards out there.
Dude, I want
I
Mega
think they need some
Swampert
more creativity. The Swampert.
so bad, bro. I want it so bad.
Yeah, yeah, I mean, there's even so many that they didn't make
Yeah.
into cards, or
Yeah.
maybe I could be wrong about that. But like, they just need more love. There's Pokemon that don't have megas that I think should. I don't know what those Pokemon are, but I just would like to see a little bit more diversity. Because we've seen all these cards before. I was looking through the Pokemon Instagram, and it was the one post where they like pretty much announced it. They showed all new Pokemon cards that were megas that we have already seen before.
Yes, like what was it? Lucario, Gardevoir? Was Gardevoir in there?
I think Gardevoir. I think I might have seen Altaria. I could be wrong about that.
Yeah, it did seem really basic, but I mean, dude, at the end of the day, I'm really excited. And one thing, low key,
Me too.
one thing I'm a little bit sick of seeing lately is just the same old comment of like, oh, whatever, megas are coming. I'll never get my hands on them. I can't be excited for this. Like, bro, even
Yeah,
if the
stop being a fucking pussy. Jesus.
yeah, that's my thing, bro. Is like even if the hype is still there and like it's still hard for me to get my hands on like, bro, when Destin Rivals comes out, the Team Rocket set, and it has this banging Mewtwo in it. I don't even know if I can get my hands on that set, but that doesn't mean I can't still be excited for the set. Like, regardless, I know the times suck right
Get
now.
it at some point.
Yeah, I know the times suck and shit right now, like getting product and it's really hard for everybody, but like still like we are on a generational run of really cool Pokemon
Yeah.
stuff.
Which don't fucking waste your money opening packs. Buy the fucking singles that you like. That's what
Bro,
I'm doing right now.
bro,
Buy the singles.
bring up that picture you showed me of somebody was like, I bought this card for 15
Yeah.
bucks.
I mean, I can read through this. This is from Instagram from Money Squirtle. I follow him. I don't really know him like that, but picked up the Pidgeot EX from Obsidian Flames, which I think is a great card. Bought it for $12.50. So I can just read. Yeah, I paid less than the price of 3 packs for an SIR. Sure, it's not the highest in demand, but an SIR still. The odds are if you open 3 packs, you're not pulling an SIR. I've always thought of a card's intrinsic value coming from more than desirability. So if you really think about the current state of things with factors like this in mind, as we see pop beginning to matter again, it seems like we've entered a super healthy market, capable of realizing itself even. Very interesting point.
There's a
I
lot
don't
of
even
different
know how to process that.
there's a
You
lot
gotta
of different things to think
dissect
about.
that one.
Yeah, cuz like
Yeah.
one thing, it's like we kind of touched on it earlier of like the SIRs being really cheap, but he's saying it's a super healthy market. Is it, or is that just the next card that's going to end up getting pumped?
Yeah. Ah, like I feel like if you want the cards, just buy the single. It's not worth opening 1,000. Like you to pull the Umbreon VMAX from Prismatic, you have to open 2,000 packs on average.
Yeah, I opened
And how much is
120.
that? Yeah, it's pretty baller. But like it's like 1 in 2,000,
Yeah.
and the packs are $10 a piece or more. So what, you're gonna spend 20K trying to pull it out of a pack instead of just buying it for like $600 or whatever the hell it is, maybe 50. I don't remember the raw price, but dude, just save your money, buy the raw cards that aren't inflated. Try to find the ones that if you can find a card that doesn't have a huge spike in value, buy that. And if not, wait a little bit. It'll go down.
Yeah. And also, oh man, it's weird times of like, there are collectors still out there that just like the art of cards, but there are some people who genuinely just like the price tag. Like I got a comment the other day when I spoke about the Drowsy card and the market manipulation behind that and stuff. Somebody had left a comment and was like, I just picked this card up, and to be fair, I always thought it was a great card. If you always thought it was a great card, why did you not buy it at $3? Why are you buying it now at... It's just like people like that, I sometimes think are they just like to see the price tag being high.
Yeah, they're like, oh, look at this. I can buy an $80 card that should be like $5.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense to me, and it's like I feel like that's why a card like this Pidgeot EX, like Pidgeot EX is a beautiful card. When I did my
Yeah.
when I was doing the 151 series, I actually got the whole line of the Pidgeotto, and Pidgeot from
Oh,
Obsidian
nice.
as like those three cards being some of my
That's
favorite
so
cards
cool.
ever for the Pidgeys.
Dude, I just feel dumb right now because I I saw these illustration rares and I was like, yeah, they'll stay low.
Yeah.
I'll wait to buy them because like I got other things I have to pay for and it's like okay, they're not gonna do anything crazy. If I go to a card show, I'll pick them up. I felt a little sketchy picking stuff up online just because of the quality issues. I'd like to see it in person more so. I haven't really had any card shows recently, so now that it freaking just spiked 100 times in value, it's just like, damn, I should have just pulled the trigger when I had the chance.
Yeah.
And it's not because of the like me making money off of it. It's because I like the artwork and I don't want to spend 80 fucking dollars on these cards.
Yeah. This and that's a good point to like play the devil's advocate to what I was saying about the Drowsy comment. Like maybe that's exactly what that guy did. Maybe he thinks Drowsy's going to keep going up, so he's like I better get it
Yeah,
now.
yeah. Which I could see that too, but like it's not gonna keep going up.
Yeah, no, I don't
It's
think so
pretty
at all.
much peaked. This shit's gonna drop. They already fucking rug pulled it.
Yeah.
Rug pulling Pokemon cards, crazy ass shit.
What do you think about this guy the Money Squirtle guy you were reading his Instagram thing? What do you think about what he said about the market realizing itself and like fixing itself basically?
Dude, I don't know. I like actually need to take more time to dissect that. That's a good question for the audience.
Yeah. Let us know
Because
in the
I literally
comments.
just saw this pop up on my Instagram and took a screenshot and sent it to Vert. So we saw it and we were like, oh, that's pretty cool to talk about, but we didn't really have time to dissect it how we wanted. But yeah, let us know what you guys think about that topic.
Yeah, and
How
speaking of dissected real quick, just, if y'all don't want us to tie you down and dissect your bodies, and hit that like and subscribe button real quick.
Drew,
Valid.
fuck, what just happened? All right, we're back to the shit show.
No, but let us know what you think. Is the market realizing
Fucking
itself?
lettuce.
Is the market fixing itself? Let us know what you think in the
Yeah.
comments. But like my opinion, no, we're not there yet. We're not even close yet. I think the market is going. He was saying it's healthy, and I think some of the prices on like some slept on SIRs I think are healthy to buy those singles right now. But I don't think the market is in a healthy spot whatsoever. I think this is the worst we've seen it in a
Yeah.
long time.
Yeah, I mean, I saw some guy on Instagram and he was like, I'm buying every Bubble Mew. If you can have one in a PSA 10 for sale, I will buy it. This is at like $250. And that shit's like $1,000 now. I don't like, and it just spiked up like that in like a month or two. I don't think that is healthy growth or
Yeah.
sustainable growth.
Yeah. No,
I
it's
think
not.
it's gonna drop.
Just like
And
the bubble
it's
Mew, it's gonna
interesting to
pop.
think. Very, very intelligent of you to
Bars.
say. Um, oh, I was gonna have a bar, but it was pretty bad.
What? What was it?
No, I'm not gonna say it. It's about cherries and bubble mews and pop.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. Anyways, it's interesting to see like that the modern market is so ridiculous right now, and the vintage is kind of lagging behind. Like,
Yeah.
there's definitely stuff going up, but like if you look at the populations on this shit, like that Reshiram I was talking about, dude, that's actually I don't really know the population. I think it's under 200, and it's $1,000 card,
Yeah.
and it's a beautiful card. But then you look at like I don't know, a fucking Moonbryon, and there's thousands upon thousands
Yeah.
upon thousands of them, and they're more expensive than that.
What do you think about, I know we went back and forth on it a little bit the other day of like where do prices fall back down to? All right, so let's just take the Bubble Mew for example. Because my whole thing with selling my collection was that there's such an increase right now in growth because basically my whole collection was modern, right? If I had vintage shit, I probably wouldn't be selling vintage shit right now because my whole plan is sell everything now while it's at the peak and then come back at a later date when stuff falls and pick the cards that I want, pick them up again. But like, let's take the Bubble Mew. Let's say it's at $1,000 right now while the market's peaking on Modern. Let's say 6 months from now, the bubble pops. Where does Mew come back and land at? Like, how much do we see this bubble pop? Like, how much does it come back to, what's that median going to look like?
I would say, I want to say around $450.
I would agree. I would agree with that.
I've seen cards be the same price, jump to the same price, with a lower population and fall just around there. Like there's a Magikarp Alt Art GX from Team Up that I have as a PSA 10. I bought that a few years ago for $250. It shot up to like $900, maybe $950, a month after I bought it, just like the Bubble Mew. And then it dropped down to $500. Now, it's a lot lower of a population and a lot more sought after now that it's a little bit older. I just looked at the price, and now this thing's up to $1,600. I can't really see the Bubble Mew getting that high anytime soon just because
it's new.
Of the population.
And it's new. It doesn't
it's
have
newer,
that vintage
but
feel.
Also I think it has a much higher population. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm kind of just speculating that it would.
Now, what about when you correlate it to, because a lot of people say like sealed is the best investment. I also think sealed is probably the best investment you can make for,
like a bond.
Like increasing
like a long-term bond
growth.
Sealed is never going to go down.
But okay, so let's correlate that to the Mew dropping. Will it drop that much if the sealed isn't going down? Because it still makes it hard to like get those packs and open them. It's tough, bro. It's tough.
The sealed. I think I could still. I don't. Yeah, with the PSA 10s, I just don't think it's sustainable right now.
Yeah, I don't. I think it'll. Even if sealed products stayed the same, I still think we will see this bubble pop on the market and stuff will go down. But there's a lot of people in my comments that completely disagree with that. Like a lot of people think none of this stuff is ever gonna fall.
No, it's just uninformed. I will put it as, but the reason that sealed is always going to go up is because people are always opening sealed. So no matter what the price of the sealed, people are going to be opening it, which is going to put more Bubble Mews into the population.
Yeah.
And you're just going to keep upping the population and driving the price of the card down.
That's actually a good point of like, that is a good indicator of why sealed continues to go up and why singles will go lower, because there's more and more singles and there's less and less product.
Well, yeah, you have, like, I'm surprised there's no vintage fucking shit left in the world. Like, you have the streamers opening every fucking product imaginable.
Yeah.
And, I mean, that's why it's going up, or a part of why it's going up, not the entire reason, but, like, that's why it'll go up more over time, is just because more people open it. And especially in this day of streamers, just ripping through thousands and thousands and whatever, hundreds of thousands of packs. They just take the sealed right off the population of sealed, I guess.
Yeah.
That's why the sealed is always going to go up.
Yeah, that's why I'm keeping, like, this is basically my sealed collection. I know it's not like a ton compared to some people, and you can't see it, but all my booster boxes are lined across the top. But, like, I'm not selling those. I'm keeping that because I don't think that's going to go down. Like, that's the thing. Nobody could understand why I'm selling any of my collection. It's because I think that the graded cards will come down, and I don't think the sealed is coming down. Like, I think sealed will continue to rise.
Yeah. And if anything, it dips a little bit, but, like, over time, it's, like, sealed is just always going to be up.
I got to do a little self-promo here. Oh, I added, like, 40 more slabs on the site, so shopshinyvert.com.
God damn.
Nice.
That sucks.
It is sad to see them go. I'm not gonna lie.
Dude, I might have said this, but when I was recording those 3 videos or editing them, looking up the prices, I was like, can't let these go.
I know, bro.
Like,
it's so hard.
It's like they're fucking. Some of them are like 8x of when I bought them from them. Like, I can't.
Yeah, I kept the ones that are like really strong memories to me though, like the Universal Giratina pool. Definitely keeping that
Yeah,
one. The Alakazam that I told you was the first in the world. Definitely keeping that one.
that's really cool.
Like the ones with like really really core memories and stuff will never leave my sight.
What do you so the really core memories, do you have anything of that like in your grading pile that you're gonna grade? And if you do grade those, like the super um I wouldn't say nostalgic, but like they just have a lot of meaning type of polls. I don't know if you would have any, but if you did have those right now, would you keep them or would you sell them?
If I had like a core memory card that I was sending off, I'd keep it. If it tenned.
Yeah, like okay,
I like tens. But
yeah.
my entire sorry, my
It's not a core memory if it's not a ton.
well, I mean like let's take that Garatina from Universal for example. I thought that was gonna come back like an 8 because I had kept it in my phone case all day and it like got melted and stuff. That one I would have kept. So I guess if it is like super super core memory, then I'd hang on to it.
Yeah, usually I sell everything that's like an 8 or a 9. But my mom, she went to Italy a year or two ago, and she bought me 2 packs of Italian Obsidian Flames, and I pulled SIR Ice Cube, and I graded it. It got an 8, but it's just like out of 2 packs, I pull like some Italian alt art. So I was like, this is really cool. I'm
That
gonna
is
hold
actually
on to it.
super sick. Yeah. It just kind of, what's that? $2 card? Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
No, that is really sick though. Something like that, yeah, I definitely hold on to. But this whole pile that I have to send off right now is literally all just like some of them they were in my personal binder. Like that Licky Tongue illustration rare was in my personal binder and I looked up the price. It's hot right now, so I'm gonna send it off to grade and then I'm gonna sell that card.
You should just sell me your singles.
No, yeah. All the single ladies. All the single ladies. But the Metagross I will probably keep. This isn't like a super, super core memory, but it was kind of cool. So I pulled that the morning I came to pick you up from the airport to head to Florida for
Oh,
card
no
party.
way.
Yeah, it was
That's a fun ride.
the last pack I opened up before leaving the house for card party 2.
That's crazy. Dude, that was so much fun.
That
That
was.
was such a good way to do it too. Fly to Georgia and then
Yeah. Yeah.
and then ride it.
Well, not when you're asking me to play the freaking same music that
Yeah, go fuck yourself, Lil Uzi Vert. Fucking
dude.
douchebag.
Bro, what's wrong with you? All right, what do you think about the new Pokemon enforcing the vending machines?
Oh, I did see that. I think it's a good thing. Like,
Yeah.
if you're a fucking bum sitting by a vending machine all day, just shredding all the product out of it,
Yeah.
yeah, you deserve to not be able to get it. Like, dude, if you did that, if you put that much work into a real job, you would probably make so much fucking money
Yes.
instead of sitting in front of a vending machine for 8 hours and you're probably making like 50 fucking dollars off of this shit.
Yeah.
Just do actual work and you'll
Yeah.
contribute to society and make more money, bud.
Literally,
Like,
bro.
is scalpers that fucking stupid?
And dude, how much can you really make from doing cuz so I've actually never used a Pokemon vending machine, but I've heard that it's like it takes a long time cuz it's one product and it's very slow to like vend it out and like then you have to re-put in your card and stuff every time. So they literally just sit there. There was a picture the other day somebody sent in one of the group chats and it was 2 kids sitting next to a vending machine saying they don't even know if the restock lady is coming that day, but they're just going to sit there and hope that she comes that day.
It's so dumb.
And then did you see the
I
one?
also saw that people were stalking, like
Yeah.
they're following the restockers around. That's so insane.
Dude,
It's so fucked.
from store to store, this person was following the restockers in a vehicle and then recording them and everything. It's nuts, bro. So like
weird.
the
Hey, you're just recording yourself committing a crime by freaking stalking people.
yeah, so the official thing that it says on the vending machine now is loitering is not permitted. Machine inventory will be released periodically. Products will have purchase limits. which is really really cool. I think it's a great thing. There. Did you
Yeah,
see my
I think that's a good move.
Opossum dropped a video on it yesterday? Did you see my
Mhm.
comment?
No, what'd you say?
I said Crispy is in shambles right now,
Oh my god! Oh my
and he dropped the heart on it.
holy shit!
Yeah,
Oh, that's
some people
perfect.
love to take everything out the vending machines. All right, next topic.
That's cool. That's crazy. Okay, next topic. Tag. I'm gonna talk about tag a little bit. I just did my first submission.
Hell yeah.
I'm sending in 11 cards. I definitely think there's things they need to fix. So going through the process, it was really weird. So, well, first of all, it like I bought. So what you do is you go through and you hit submit, and then it's like how many cards do you want to grade, and you put the number of cards, which is fair, and then you check out. And I checked out, and I spent I think $180 total, and then nothing happened. So I was really confused. I was like, okay, at what point do I say what cards I'm grading? And then I got an email, and then so through that email, it brings you to a portal, and through that portal, you put the cards in. And I think that's just a really inefficient way of doing that. I
Interesting.
think the way like PSA and CGC does it, where you just enter a name and it adds to a list. Um, I think it's kind of like a somewhat cool idea, but I'm not a big fan of it. I really wasn't. Um, but I think it was cool because it's like you can buy like different orders, and then you'd put those. It would be like, okay, you're gonna go check out, and I don't know. It was confusing, but you check out, and you're like, okay, I'm gonna click on this one with 11 cards, and then it brings you over to enter the names of the cards in. But I could see how like if you're trying to do multiple orders, it could get pretty messy.
Yeah.
So I'd say that's something that they should fix up.
And do you know the price per card it was?
It was $15.
I'm kind of surprised. I feel like, well, I mean, I guess you do get the packaging and everything when it comes back. So they're probably spending a
Yeah.
little bit more to use all their stuff. But just, as they're on the come up,
Oh,
I feel like they should be a little bit more price competitive. Like, that was one reason a lot of people use CGC when CGC was more shopop. And it's not that they're not now, just,
yeah.
but like they had very competitive pricing.
Um, there are two things. I just messed my screen up. Hold up. There are two things that you could add, and it would add a cost per card. So it adds for one of them, it's like 99 cents, and another one, I think it's uh, maybe $2. I don't know. The first one was insurance, which is nice. So it adds insurance for you. Um, the second one, I think it can get a little muddy. It's like you pay to have the debris removed off of it. Um, so you can have them clean the surface, dust it, get like marks off of it, which could be a form of altering cards by
Yeah.
the company. But I think the big part there is that they can damage your cards
Yes.
by doing that. And then there's another part of it where they do like some I don't know if it's electromagnetic thing, but like it kills the like magnetic. I don't know if it's a magnetic field, but whatever, like the kills the static on the cards, so that it stops like attracting dust and whatever when it's outside of the sleeve.
I'm not gonna lie.
Um,
See, these are questions I definitely want to ask this Jesse guy about
yeah.
because, like, I'm not gonna lie. Straight up, just hearing that, I don't know anything about it, but it sounds scammy. It sounds like really weird upcharges.
Well, also the thing that I did like was that they don't upcharge you based. Well, they don't. It says that they don't upcharge you based on like the value of the card you hit, but then there's another thing that is like look here to see what the upcharges could be. So I looked and it was kind of vague. It didn't really say much. I think I just had to dig a little bit deeper, but I was trying to film a video at the same time, so I couldn't really dig deep into it. But I would like to do that at some point. I think it is kind of sketchy that like PSA does upcharge based on value because it's just like
Yeah.
another way to get more money, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know how I feel about like the cleaning the surface thing. I just don't want people touching my cards.
Bro, I don't
Like,
I don't like the cleaning the surface thing at all. Is that something they do for every card or you pay a fee to have that service done?
you would pay a fee to have
Yeah,
that
that's such
per
a
card, I
weird
believe.
upcharge because I feel like, to be honest, before I ship my cards out, I literally just will take like some device that blows air and over the card. But like I don't like the fact of them like I don't know what they're using. Are they rubbing it with like
Yeah.
I feel like you could get scratches really especially with surfaces.
Well, yeah, like I know like even fingerprints can take your card grade down, but I just don't want somebody else handling my cards like that. It just seems sketchy. I don't want to ruin the cards and then lose money,
Yeah.
all of that stuff. But I mean, I guess we'll see when it comes back.
It will be interesting. Did you record this whole process of like
Yes, I
nice?
did.
So video coming soon on Elliot Does Pokemon channel.
Hopefully, hopefully.
Freaking nice. I'm actually really excited to see that because I'm doing a video of unboxing tag and like looking at the cards and stuff, but a buddy of
Nice.
mine is sending that, so I don't have this whole process that you'll have of like
Okay.
showing how it grades and whatnot.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do one video is like how to grade it. So like just going through the grading process and then inputting the names, and then the other video will be just getting them back.
Nice. And I know Misty, PokeParrot's channel, will also have a video coming out soon on that because I think she sent out five, I want to say, to tag.
Okay. Um, oh, also another point. So I posted today that I'm sending some cards off to Tag, and not a lot of people, but I also hear this in general consensus that people love the transparency of Tag. And at face value, it's a really good idea. People, if you grade, if when I grade and I don't get a 10, I want to know what's wrong.
Yeah.
But the thing is, this is where it gets sketchy because the thing is, the other grading companies don't do this because people will crack the slabs and they'll find whatever is wrong with it and then alter the card and resend it. And they don't want people to alter cards because, I mean, if you're altering cards, just, I think it's classified as fraud. I think you can get into heavy trouble with the police and everything. Maybe even FBI. I've heard that thrown around too, that people altering cards have been involved with the FBI for doing that, especially with PSA. So I'm now that I heard that perspective, I am really on the fence of what to think. At first, I was like, "Oh, this is awesome! Now I get to know whatever's wrong with my card." But now it's like, well, I don't know. It's just weird.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It'll be interesting. One of these days, I'm absolutely going to be sending them a submission and then regrading some of them to see how on point this transparency everybody speaks of is.
That'd be cool.
I feel like it's
Like cracking it.
yeah. I feel like it's okay to critique these companies. None of them are perfect. PSA has problems. CGC has the most problems, I think. And Tag, I'm
Dude,
sure will have
I did
some
my
problems.
I need to finish my CGC video, but I think my mom threw out the cards, threw out the box.
Bro, what?
Yeah,
Should just
they
what?
didn't.
Bro, was it not a sealed
They didn't
box?
grade them. Well, I like tore the box open,
Oh
so it
my
kind of looked like
god.
a destroyed box. But it's either in my room or in the dump, so I'm gonna have to look because I get all my stuff pretty much sent. Yeah,
That's
I don't have it sent
yeah,
straight to me.
yeah. You got to find that because I want to see like what they said on the notes and stuff in there.
Yeah,
What is this
I
thing you
didn't. I
sent?
didn't see it.
What's this thing you sent from PSA of like their new? What is this? You see what I'm?
Oh, yeah. So they have an app, and I actually didn't really know that they had an app, but I mean, it's pretty much just adding a scanner, and it will scan the card and tell you the value. It'll tell you the um, value in a certain grade, which is pretty cool. I think it'll help like the baseline, um, like the newer collectors a lot. I think this has been really useful for me when I got into Pokemon because I didn't really, excuse me, I didn't really know what was worth grading and what wasn't. Now, I don't think it tells you. So it'll give you the price data, population report, sales history, active eBay listings, and the card identification. Um, I don't think it like scans for quality, um, which would be a cool feature to add in the future because, dude, I thought I was rich when I first got into Pokemon. I got my non-holo Articuno from Fossil, and I was looking on eBay. I finally found this thing. I was like, "Oh my god, I'm rich! This card is worth $1,500 as a 10." Dude, that thing was fucking rinsed.
Really?
I was such a fucking dumbass when dude, I'm so happy. My dad's friend is massive into cards. Like he he's probably graded like I don't know. I don't know. I all I know is that he spends like my collection on cards every month.
Jesus.
And
That's the
I
whales,
was gonna
man.
give him yeah, I was gonna give him a bunch of stuff to grade, and I think my dad was low key like pulled off and like told him his friend because I sent like a lot of stuff. I was like, I have all this stuff. I'm gonna these are all gonna hit tens, and so after they said they sent the cards to PSA, and then like I think it was like a year later, they're like, yeah, they're too backed up. They sent it back to us, and it was in like the same box. They sent like the same format, so I don't think they actually sent it out. But like, thank God, because I would have lost so much money because that shit, the quality on that stuff was so bad.
That's insane.
It,
This is
I lucked out there.
this is extremely off topic. I don't know why this just randomly popped in my head, thinking about like money and stuff. But I know like so last week we were talking about like how do you know when you're a scalper, like what is scalping, the prices you list at and stuff, and like what can you price stuff at. And I thought of this example afterwards, but like, okay, let's take these packs from, 2000, 1999, whatever, when they had the stickers on them and it was literally like $3.99 a pack. So before the whole boom that we're in right now, it was completely okay for these people in like local game stores and whoever's selling them to sell at the market price in which they're at now, which is like, the highest they've been at that point. So it's like you're selling a pack with a $3.99 sticker on it for $350, and that was never scalping. Like nobody ever said that was scalping. That's just reselling at the market price. So why is it now that if I bought a card 6 months ago at $20 and it's $60 now, the market price is $60, why would it be scalping to sell that at $60 now?
I think there's definitely a fine line. But
Isn't that
I've
so
heard
weird though?
I've heard this proposition a lot recently, and I think it's just a way of categorizing people that do the same shit. Like, I don't think I'm a scalper. I don't have like malintent, but like I grade cards to sell them to further my collection. I think a scalper you define as just buying as much sealed product from the store as they can to resell for a quick profit, a quick flip, and just keep rolling it into that. So I think it might be the intent behind what you're doing.
But let's not
I
even.
think it's somewhat has to do with like the turnaround time, but it's a really gray. It's a big gray area, I think, for sure.
It's just I just find it weird of like, I don't know, like if something goes up during this boom now, you can't sell it at market price or you'll have 50% of people looking at you badly for doing that, when that's kind of always been the thing with Pokemon. Like that's never not been a thing of like,
It's like stocks.
yeah, it's just kind of weird to think about.
Actually, sold all my stocks to get into cards, and
Did you?
yeah,
Nice, very nice. I sold all my
the
stocks.
basketball. I got fucking absolutely ass fucked by
Clip that.
basketball
Chat,
cards.
no, just clip that part.
Okay, I got fucked by basketball cards. Basketball did really bad. I just bought it at the high point because that's like right.
Bro,
That was when I
bro.
started playing sports.
You know what I would define a scalper as?
Find it for me.
Well, okay. We'll end off with that. But before we end, you got any, final comments, questions you want to throw at him?
Dude, I have to piss so bad right now.
Well, guys, in the comments, there was some criticisms on the last episode, and feel free to let us know whether it's like what kind of conversations you want to see, how the flow is, all the above. We appreciate that feedback because we are trying to make the channel better and stuff. Yeah, he got the mic.
I got the mic working, baby. Got the mic working.
Nice. We're trying here. So
Implement.
let us know things you want to see and stuff. And again, we appreciate y'all a ton. But to end it off, I'm gonna define a scalper, and I want to make this very clear. Let me come in here real close for this one. A scalper.
You got for me, baby boy.
A scalper is defined as somebody who takes shiny Charmanders from 7-year-old children.
Oh, fuck you!
Why that is their chase card.
I didn't sell it. I didn't sell it. Get fucked. It's a trophy of how good I am at pulling fucking cards. Dude, you're a fucking scammer. Go sell me a new Super Booster God Pack, you little fucking skeevy little rat.
He is a thief.
Dude, I wouldn't even, if you were a fucking mouse, I wouldn't even step on you with my boot because you would get me dirty.
He is
Dude, I would freaking
a fun dementor. He is the thief of the happiness of children. Thank y'all for watching episode 5 of the podcast.
No!
Subscribe, like, let's go get fucking drunk.
Oh my god.
Dude, why do you hate children?
Ridiculous. Oh, fuck you.
Yeah, I don't really care if you cry. I'm a ration, never lie.
Point 4 is like podcast shit. Dude, I feel like a possum bud right now. Like not on camera, just taking a piss.
Buddy, are you peeing right now?
Yeah, I told you I have to piss really bad.
Bro, why is it dripping like that? Bro, what's wrong with your stream,
I'm pissing on the side of the toilet so it's not loud. There, you want that?
Buddy, I bet that's what John's stream sounds like.
But, when you say things like as a joke, you're literally just talking shit. Like what you say is shit. Like it doesn't have true meaning. You're just like you're saying it because it's funny.
Bro, why have you been peeing for so long?
But I had to piss that entire time. But you're saying it because you like
the way you came out of the bathroom is nefarious. Dude, did you flush?